Hello, I am Rebecca Gentian of the Fastest Way Om, and you can find me at RebeccaGentian.com or thefastestwayom.tumblr.com. And welcome to your spiral of support, and welcome to the trecena of Manik. Trecena is a 13-day cycle on the Mayan Tzolk'in calendar, and Manik is one of our aspects of creation. Today, November 24th, 2011, reads as Ish, or Shaman, or Jaguar, 2, and on the Tzolk'in, 1 Manik. And that's the larger view of 4 cycles. As a Hun day, or day 1 of the cycle, today we get the pleasure of attracting our purpose to us. This is not a law of attraction, set an intention and bring something in. This is a purely magnetic, instinctual attraction of pulling our purpose that we get to play with for the next 13 days to us. And it happens rather organically throughout the day. I remember when I first started tracking the cycles and reuniting with natural time and the circular patterns of our world, I would have such a quiet peace at the end of every Hun day, knowing exactly what my purpose was that I was going to be playing in for the next 13 days. The way that the Tzolk'in rolls out for us is by giving us 2 different aspects to work with. The first is a number, 1 through 13, and those are our intentions or spaces that we move from. And the second is a day sign, 1 of 20, and that is our aspect of creation. Over 260 days, all of the combinations play out, all of the different energy variations flow to the earth, and the Tzolk'in is complete to begin again. Our aspect of creation for today and the entire 13-day cycle is Manik, often depicted by the glyph as the empty hand grasping or the deer. The Manik is the gateway, and it's the last archetype of the primary being. It's the last stage of looking at how is this going to work for me before we start expanding into Lamont, which is tomorrow, of how does this work for everyone? How do I shine my light in all directions? So Manik is kind of fixated on tools and processes and learning and collecting and gathering things to use. The Manik is really interested in being secure and feeling safe and protected in the face of any and all circumstances. The thing is that the Manik tends to gather too many tools. So the challenge of the Manik is not only recognizing what is needed and what isn't needed and when and what we can let go of, but the greater challenge of the Manik is actually in recognizing that we already have everything that we need. We are the tool. Spirit is the tool that moves through us, and in that faith, in that belief, everything comes to us that we need. Because the Maniks tend to, stuff all these tools in the bag, and then the bag gets really heavy, and even if you do have the right tool, are you going to be able to find it to know what to use? So today we look at what it is that we can let go of in the midst of looking at all of these things with gratitude and all of our family and relations and traditions. And so standing in the midst of this, what is it that we can let go of? What gateway have you walked through today? What opening? What aspect of you has looked beyond you to see how it is that you can be of service to the whole? We're also in the second night of the spin, adding a dimension of polarity and integration. This may allow things to come through really, really clearly, or really opposite. of clearly. I got my call out on my Manikness today in the polarization by recognizing that I've been kind of a one-trick pony, and I've been telling the same story for a while. And I know that my story and my journeys have been inspiring to other people. And I don't understand why I have only shared a fraction of who I am, a fraction of my experience, when I know that telling these stories can help others to shift their perspective and to feel more empowered in their own lives. So in action, I asked someone to help me share these stories. So you'll be able to find them on the blog, thefastestwayhome.tumblr.com, as soon as they're up. Gulp. Once again, here is our mantra for the next 13 days, beginning with today. My highest priority is always my relationship to self. And by self, I mean source, essence, breath, being, what's inside of this body. Friday, by focusing more clearly on the me I came here to be. Saturday, I attract and align with more of the experiences I choose to have. Sunday, as more and more of the symbols and divine synchronicities show up, I become more aware of them. And in drawing my awareness to them, Monday, I attract even more of them. Tuesday, I'm relishing in witnessing the manifestation of my dreams before my very eyes. Wednesday, open your eyes, your dreams are real. Thursday, freedom is found in the structure. Friday, victim or responsible, you are at choice for every moment of your life. Saturday, how are you choosing to create? Sunday, what would you like to create? And what are you willing to release to create? Monday, how will your community support you? How will you support your community through what you're learning? Tuesday, December 6th, ends our trecena and brings us back to the question of what was our purpose in gathering here? What was our purpose in finding out what we didn't need and what we already had? The purpose I discovered today and the tool I am choosing to activate is story. We use story to share our experiences, our culture, our world, our mythologies. Story allows us to learn and also to develop compassion for others. And in sharing our stories, we create more space for others to grow into a more expanded version of themselves. Stories can inspire both from a place of rage or empowerment to cultivate change. And I am ever so grateful for the stories told through the work of Lisa Starr, Ian Zell-Lungold, and Ariel Spilsbury, and all of the other teachers that have led me on my return path to the natural cycles of time. And I am ever so delighted to share my stories with you as your Synchro Magic tour guide on your way home. So until next time, this is what my empty hand is grasping. In Lakesh.